Hello, Psych 101. Today's lecture is going to be on social psychology. And social psychology deals with how we interact in groups, whether it's a small group or a large group, right? Whether it's a group of friends or whether it's the interaction between mom, dad, siblings, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, friends. It deals with how do we think about other people? How do other people influence us? And how and why do we help each other and sometimes we hurt each other, right? And ultimately how being in groups can affect our own behavior. So there are three major experiments or case studies within social psychology, two of which are some of the most, just like learning, the learning chapter, social psychology includes some of the most popular and classic experiments in psychology, two of which is the Milgram shock experiment and the Stanford prison study. Those are two, if you're in Psych 101 class, you'll always kind of see those experiments. And they're some of the most popular and pioneering, but they're also very unethical, and they wouldn't be able to get done, in this day and age at all. So we're going to talk about the Milgram shock experiment, the Stanford prison study, and then lastly, we'll talk about the Kitty Genovese case. So the first was the Milgram shock experiment in the 1960s, and Milgram was interested in understanding obedience. All right, what factors influence people to follow orders given by authority? And typically, when he's looking at obedience, it's the orders that to hurt somebody or to harm somebody. And this was inspired or influenced. Milgram was inspired or influenced by World War II and why normal German citizens willingly obeyed orders or to injure or to kill people during World War II. So that was his inspiration. So this was his advertisement. You could see it's a public announcement. We'll pay $4 an hour for your time. And the interesting thing here is that, he describes the study, persons needed to study from memory when it had nothing to do with that. Okay, and you could read through that and see the different type of people he was looking for. And at least there was an age range here from between the ages of 20 and 50. So no one under the age of 20. High school students and college students were not able to be used, which is good. And I've got a couple links. I'll put a couple videos underneath this to take a look at. One was the original Milgram shock experiment that you could take a look at. The second is going to be a recreation. And the third is another recreation. It's a little bit shorter. But take a look at it. You don't need to watch all three, from start to finish. You can kind of pick one to watch all the way through, or you can watch the first 10 minutes of each. You'll get the feel of what's going on. And once you watch these videos, just um, follow up with the assignment for the Milgram shock experiment.